Hi guys, welcome back to Countdown to Christmas, sponsored by Roaring Tides. Hi, Vicky here. Today I'm gonna be doing two recaps and reviews. Our first one will be Frosty the Snowman, which is based off the song. The Christmas song, that is. Anyway, let's get down to it. Please like, subscribe, and all that, so you can keep up with the entire series. Okay, now let's get down to it. As the story starts off, the storyteller begins with explaining exactly what Frosty was made of, which is what they call Christmas snow, which is a very special type of snow. You see, it only comes one time each year, which is usually around Christmas. Then after he goes on to explain about it, it goes right into the story. The kids are getting bored with the crappy magician that the teacher hired to entertain them. They would rather be out in the snow playing in it, slide riding, or even making snowmen. So they rush out as soon as they hear the bell ring, and they immediately decide to build a snowman. Meanwhile, the magician loses his hat as it has blown off his head. It goes out the door and finds its way at the feet of the kids. One of them picks it up and places the hat on Frosty's head. This is what brings him to life. They are stunned when Frosty came to life, but they immediately adapt and they began dancing around with him. He leads them downtown, where they come face to face with a police officer. Who stops them, but they immediately walk away and they head more into town even more. It is here that Frosty comments that he is getting hot and that it's not a good thing. By then, the rest of the kids have gone and it's only Karen and Frosty left. She leads them to the bus station, or the train station, and she attempts to buy them each a ticket to the North Pole, which is the one place in the world that Frosty cannot melt. But the cost of a ticket is too expensive, which upsets Karen. And feeling sorry for her, Frosty suggests climbing aboard the train anyway. In the refrigerated boxcar. Sorry. Despite her being freezing, they stay on board the train up until Frosty realizes they must leave the train. But by then, neither one have figured out that the magician has followed them. Well, the magician catches up to them right as Karen is getting warmed by a fire that the woodland animals have lit for Karen. Frosty is at a safe distance away from the fire so he doesn't melt. But what neither one of them realizes, they're not very far from a greenhouse. Which is just below the mountain that they're currently at. But they soon realize when the magician blows out the fire that they must get away. And they soon do. But the magician follows them too, down the hill to the greenhouse. He traps them inside just as Santa arrives. But what Santa nor Hocus Pocus the rabbit realize, Frosty's already been melted. The magician was successful in getting his hat back, or so he thinks. Santa threatens him. He says if he doesn't give the hat back to Frosty and Karen, he won't give him any more Christmas presents. Then he goes and gives him a chore to make up for his wrongdoing. His tormenting the kids and Frosty. Then he opens the door to the greenhouse. A cold rush of wind comes out, and it magically puts Frosty back together again. And then the hat automatically also goes on his head. And Frosty is once again brought to life. it is time for Karen to go home. And although she is sad and repeatedly gives Frosty hugs, she knows she must go home to her parents. Frosty must stay there at the North Pole. So he does. And what's even more magical is Santa reminds Karen that Frosty will be back, as does Frosty. He'll be back again the following year and every year after, so he can be with his friends. This was a cute little story in itself, and it really brought to life even more the song, which I always thought was cute. Unfortunately, this is one of those that's under a copyright, so it can't be sung unless you pay for it. So, sorry. It's a very sweet story, and I highly recommend you watching it. See you in the next video, guys. See ya. Bye.